You may already have heard the buzz, but let me tell you exactly what went down at the Chicken and Blues Festival 2025, because Jamal Roberts didn't just perform, he absolutely stunned everyone in attendance. Tonight, I'm walking you through every heart-thumping moment, the highs, the tears, the cheers, and why people are already calling this one of his career's defining nights. From the moment Jamal stepped on stage, the energy was electric. You could feel the crowd vibrating with excitement, and trust me, this wasn't just anticipation. This was a full-blown eruption of love for him. He appeared in a sleek outfit that seemed to reflect both confidence and artistry, immediately letting us know we were in for something special. No hesitation, no warming up, just straight into magic. His opening number hit like a soulful shout across the festival grounds. Fans were singing along almost instantly, word for word, and that's always such a powerful sign. When a crowd knows every lyric, it's no longer just a concert, it becomes a communion. The stage lights swept across faces, the music wrapped around every ear, and Jamal's voice hovered, firm and smooth, powerful yet tender. He wove soulful melodies with gospel touches, proving that he isn't limited to one lane. He moved through genres like he was channeling them all, showing off the depth of his artistry. As he sang, he didn't remain isolated up on stage. Jamal reached out, in gestures, in glances, in asking the audience to sing with him. That signature smile, it was everywhere. He coaxed the crowd into dancing, clapping, singing, feeling. And that connection, that electricity between performer and people, you could see it lighting up the audience. Some swayed, some cried quietly, others just stood frozen in awe. Because when you strip away the lights and the showmanship, what remained was pure emotional resonance. Midway through, Jamal shifted gears. He dropped down to an acoustic moment so gentle, the bustling festival went quiet. No backing band overpowering, just his voice, his guitar, or piano, whichever instrument he chose, and the vulnerability in his lyrics. It was like someone peeled back the layers and let us peek into his heart. In that hush, you could hear a pin drop. The crowd sat with bated breath. You knew you were witnessing something rare, an artist exposing his soul, risking everything. And in that moment, he didn't just entertain, he held the hearts of every person listening. Then, just when the emotion was thick, he took us back up. The pace shifted, the blues and R&B energy returned full force. The festival was alive again, feet moved, hands clapped, the lighting synced with every beat. His band didn't miss a note. They weren't background extras. Each musician pushed the night's energy higher, each phrase polished, each transition smooth. The show wasn't just about Jamal's voice. It was about a collective brilliance, a team of artists, all converging under his vision. And then came the finale, the closing anthem. That was the moment the crowd turned into one voice. When Jamal sang, the audience sang back, louder, stronger, with passion. The air felt electric. Folks were waving phones, waving hands, chanting his name. And when Jamal finally ended, what followed wasn't just applause. It was a full standing ovation, thunderous, heartfelt, the kind where you know that tonight didn't just meet expectations, it shattered them. As he stood there, humble, thanking everyone for their love and support, you could see it in his eyes how much moments like this meant to him. He wasn't just giving a show, he was delivering gratitude. He knew this was bigger than any stage, and as the night ended, Jamal Roberts reaffirmed his place among the most respected voices of his generation. Let's also remember, not long ago this star made headlines by winning season 23 of American Idol. He brought in 26 million votes in the finale, outpacing his rival by a wide margin. That moment proved what we all saw in him, the power to unite voices, win hearts, and dominate stages. Tonight at Chicken and Blues, he didn't just ride that momentum, he elevated it. When I look back on the performances, I see a few moments that stand out. First, the way he opened, bold and confident. Then that acoustic heart moment, completely silencing the crowd. And finally, the closing, turning into a massive celebration with the crowd carrying him in their voices. That arc, from explosive to intimate to triumphant, is what makes this performance unforgettable. We also have to talk about how he presented himself, not just his vocal prowess or his stage presence, but his attention to every detail, from lighting cues to band synergy to pacing. You could tell this wasn't slapped together, this was carefully crafted. Jamal doesn't just want to sing, he wants to move people, to make them feel, to leave them changed. By the time the night wound down, people weren't just fans, they were witnesses to an artist declaring his purpose, a performer showing he's not here to chase trends, but to touch souls. And as the crowd filed out, the aftershocks of that performance lingered in the air. You could feel whispers. Did you see him tonight? That voice, that energy. He's on a different level now. In short, he stunned that crowd, left them breathless, wanting more. So, what's next for Jamal Roberts? If tonight is any indicator, the journey ahead is blazing. More festivals, more stages, more hearts to capture. And if he continues to bring this level of vulnerability, power, and artistry, there's no limit to the places he'll go. If you've enjoyed this walk through Jamal's unforgettable night, and you love being in the loop for all the behind-the-scenes, soulful performances, make sure to hit subscribe. Join our community so you don't miss my next deep dive into your favorite artist's big moments.